Deep within the shadowed forests of the tropics, where sunlight struggles to reach the ground and every movement can vanish into darkness, lives one of the most elusive predators on Earth. Known simply as the panther, this animal seems almost mythical to those who have never seen one in the wild. Its sleek body moves silently through dense vegetation, its dark coat absorbing the last fragments of fading light. For centuries, stories of this shadowy hunter have traveled through villages, jungles, and distant civilizations, blending science with legend. The word panther itself does not refer to a single species. Instead, it is often used to describe melanistic individuals of certain big cats, primarily leopards and jaguars. Melanism is a genetic condition that results in an unusually high concentration of dark pigmentation in the fur. The result is a nearly black coat that appears completely uniform in low light. Yet when sunlight strikes the fur at the right angle, faint rosette patterns, the spots typical of leopards or jaguars, can still be seen beneath the dark surface. This rare adaptation creates an animal that is perfectly suited to life in dense forests and jungles. In these environments, shadows dominate the landscape. Thick canopies block much of the sunlight, creating a patchwork of darkness and dim green light across the forest floor. For a predator that depends on stealth and surprise, a black coat becomes a powerful advantage. The evolutionary origins of big cats stretch back millions of years. The genus Panthera, which includes lions, tigers, leopards, and jaguars, emerged as some of the most formidable predators in the mammalian world. These animals share several defining traits: powerful jaws, retractable claws, exceptional night vision, and the muscular bodies required for explosive bursts of speed. Among them, leopards and jaguars have proven especially adaptable. Leopards spread across Africa and much of Asia, thriving in environments ranging from savannas to dense forests and even mountainous regions. Jaguars dominated much of the Americas, from the southern United States to the deep Amazon rainforest. Within these species, melanistic individuals occasionally appear. Genetic mutations affecting pigment production create the deep black coloration that defines the panther. While rare, this trait persists because it offers real advantages in certain habitats. In the dim light of rainforest environments, darker fur helps the animal remain invisible to prey. The panther's body reflects the powerful lineage from which it comes. Its muscles ripple beneath sleek fur, built for strength and agility. The shoulders are broad, allowing the cat to grapple with prey many times its own weight. Its claws, razor-sharp and fully retractable, remain protected until the moment they are needed. When extended, they function like hooked daggers capable of gripping struggling animals with lethal precision. Perhaps the most remarkable tool in the panther's arsenal is its sensory perception. Like most big cats, panthers possess extraordinary night vision. Their eyes contain a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which enhances their ability to detect movement in extremely low light. In darkness where human eyes see almost nothing, the panther sees clearly. The ears rotate independently, capturing faint sounds in the surrounding forest. A distant rustle in the leaves, the quiet step of a deer, or the flutter of birds settling into branches can all reveal the presence of potential prey. Combined with an acute sense of smell, these sensory systems transform the panther into a living detection network within the jungle. But the panther's greatest advantage is patience. Unlike animals that chase prey over long distances, panthers rely on ambush hunting. They move slowly through their territory, blending into the shadows, watching and waiting. Hours may pass without action, yet when the moment arrives, it happens with explosive speed. A single leap, a powerful swipe, and the hunt is often over within seconds. These forests are vast, but panthers move through them like ghosts. Rarely seen, rarely heard, they remain among the least observed of all big predators. Camera traps placed deep within jungles sometimes capture brief glimpses: an image of glowing eyes in the night, a dark silhouette crossing a trail, a fleeting shadow disappearing into the vegetation. Such sightings remind us that the panther's world still exists, hidden beyond the edges of human civilization. And within that world, the ancient dance between predator and prey continues, guided by instincts that have shaped the evolution of big cats for millions of years. The life of a panther is one of both solitude and acute awareness. Unlike lions, which often live in social prides, or even tigers, which occasionally tolerate neighboring territories, panthers are strictly solitary animals. Each individual maintains a territory, often spanning tens of square kilometers, depending on prey availability and habitat richness. Males usually claim larger ranges that may overlap with the territories of several females, while females maintain smaller ranges optimized for raising cubs and securing reliable hunting grounds. Territorial boundaries are marked with scent glands. These invisible messages communicate the presence of an individual, signaling reproductive readiness, social status, and territorial limits to any passing panther. A male encountering another male's scent is warned to keep distance, avoiding unnecessary conflict that could risk injury. Scent marking, combined with stealthy observation, helps panthers navigate their complex environment while maintaining a low profile. Hunting is at the core of the panther's existence. Their diet is diverse, ranging from medium-sized mammals such as deer, wild boar, and monkeys to smaller animals like birds, rodents, and occasionally reptiles. Despite their strength, panthers rely on stealth rather than brute force. They carefully approach their prey, moving silently through the underbrush, and use the cover of darkness to close in. With an explosive burst of speed, the panther delivers a lethal bite, often targeting the neck or skull to ensure a quick kill. Hunting is not just a physical challenge, it requires intelligence and patience. Panthers are strategic. They learn the habits of their prey, memorize routes, and wait for the most advantageous moment to strike. In dense forests, the interplay of shadows, sound, and scent becomes a tactical battlefield. Every step, every pause, and every movement is a decision that can determine success or failure. The rainforest and tropical forests themselves shape the panther's life in myriad ways. Thick foliage provides both cover and obstacles. Climbing skills are crucial. Panthers are excellent climbers, capable of ascending trees to stalk prey or escape threats. Swimming ability also plays a role, particularly for jaguars, which often hunt near rivers, using water as a stealth route to ambush aquatic or semi-aquatic animals. These versatile skills make panthers adaptive hunters across diverse habitats. Reproduction in panthers mirrors their solitary lifestyle and elusive nature. Female panthers enter estrus for only a few days each year, during which males may travel great distances following scent trails to find a mate. Encounters can be tense, with males displaying strength and agility to establish dominance. Once mating occurs, the female retreats to a secluded den, often a rocky crevice, hollow tree, or dense thicket, to give birth to cubs, usually between 2 and 4 at a time. The cubs are born blind, vulnerable, and entirely dependent on their mother. For several weeks, she protects, feeds, and nurtures them while teaching the subtle skills necessary to survive. Cubs begin exploring the surrounding forest slowly, learning hunting skills, climbing, and hunting through imitation and careful observation. By the time they are fully independent, they carry the essence of the predator they are destined to become: stealthy, strong, and acutely aware of every movement around them. Despite their prowess, panthers face serious threats. Habitat loss from deforestation, human encroachment, and infrastructure development reduces available hunting grounds and fragments populations. Poaching, though less common today, remains a danger in some regions due to the demand for exotic pelts or trophies. Climate change further pressures ecosystems, affecting prey availability and forest health. The panther's role as an apex predator means it also maintains the balance of the ecosystem. By controlling populations of herbivores and smaller carnivores, panthers indirectly support plant diversity and forest health. Their disappearance would ripple through the ecosystem, leading to overpopulation of certain species, vegetation changes, and potential collapse of ecological niches. Despite the challenges, panthers continue to survive across Asia, Africa, and the Americas. Conservation programs, protected reserves, anti-poaching measures, and habitat restoration have all contributed to stabilizing some populations. In particular, awareness campaigns highlighting the beauty, mystery, and ecological importance of panthers have helped galvanize local communities and global conservation efforts. Yet much about the panther remains a mystery. These animals are rarely observed in the wild. Every confirmed sighting offers new insight into their behavior, movement, and interaction with the environment. Scientists continue to track them using camera traps, GPS collars, and ecological studies, gradually uncovering the details of a life that is largely hidden in shadow. As night falls in the rainforest, the panther awakens in its element. Moving silently through thick undergrowth, pausing, sniffing the air, watching for the faintest rustle, it embodies both power and subtlety. It is a creature designed for secrecy, yet one whose presence is felt throughout the ecosystem. The panther's story is a tale of evolution, adaptation, and the delicate balance between predator, prey, and environment. As darkness deepens in the tropical forest, the panther's world becomes more defined. In the black of night, its shadowed coat melts into the dense foliage, rendering it nearly invisible. Movement is deliberate and silent, each step is measured to avoid snapping twigs or alerting potential prey. The forest is alive with subtle sounds, the distant call of nocturnal birds, the rustle of leaves from small mammals, and the faint trickle of water over rocks. For the panther, these cues form a complex map of its surroundings, guiding every decision in the hunt and every movement through the territory. Panthers demonstrate extraordinary patience. Unlike predators that chase prey over open terrain, the panther relies on ambush strategies. Hours can pass with no action, as it crouches in shadow or climbs a low tree, waiting for the optimal moment to strike. This patience, combined with remarkable flexibility and strength, allows it to ambush animals much larger than itself. When a chance presents itself, a sudden burst of speed and precision ensures a successful hunt. The kill is swift and efficient, a testament to evolution honed over millennia. Each individual panther's territory is carefully maintained. Males patrol larger ranges, marking with scent glands and patrolling boundaries, while females defend areas optimized for raising cubs and securing reliable food sources. Overlapping territories are carefully negotiated through scent and subtle visual cues, avoiding direct confrontation whenever possible. These spatial strategies minimize conflict while maintaining genetic exchange among populations. Reproduction remains a challenging yet critical chapter in the panther's life. Females enter estrus briefly, and males must locate them quickly. Mating encounters are intense but brief, after which the female retreats to a secluded den to give birth. Cubs are born blind, helpless, and tiny, yet they carry within them the genetic blueprint of a stealthy predator. Over weeks and months, the mother teaches hunting skills, climbing, and cautious movement. Cubs gradually explore their environment, learning the balance between caution and initiative that will one day define their survival. Beyond reproduction, panthers face threats from the modern world. Habitat destruction, particularly deforestation and urban expansion, fragments populations and reduces available prey. Roads and settlements create barriers, isolating groups and limiting gene flow. Poaching, though reduced in some areas due to protection measures, remains a risk. Even subtle changes, like climate shifts affecting prey availability, can significantly impact survival rates. Despite these pressures, panthers persist, demonstrating resilience shaped by evolution and ecological necessity. They are apex predators, controlling populations of herbivores and mesopredators, indirectly shaping vegetation patterns and maintaining forest health. The disappearance of panthers would have cascading effects throughout the ecosystem, underscoring their ecological importance. Panthers are also culturally significant. Across many regions, they inspire mythology, folklore, and symbolic representation. They are often seen as emblems of stealth, power, and mystery. This cultural reverence has, in some cases, contributed to their protection, creating an alliance between human admiration and conservation efforts. Scientists continue to monitor panthers using advanced methods, including camera traps, GPS collars, and DNA sampling. Each observation provides insight into movement patterns, hunting strategies, and interactions with other species. Over time, a clearer understanding of their life history emerges, informing conservation strategies designed to maintain viable populations in the wild. In their natural habitat, panthers exemplify a delicate balance between caution and aggression, patience and action. Their presence reminds us of the subtle yet profound impact a single species can have on an ecosystem. They are not merely predators, they are architects of ecological stability, living symbols of nature's complexity, and guardians of the darkened forests they call home. Even as humans encroach upon the edges of their territory, the panther moves through the night largely unseen, a living shadow and a reminder of the untamed wilderness that persists in the world's tropical forests. Their story is one of survival, adaptation, and the persistent interplay between predator and environment, a narrative that continues to unfold in the quiet, shadowed corners of the jungle. As the forest night deepens, the panther's dominion becomes a theater of subtle power and silent command. Every movement, from the gentle step across mossy roots to the calculated leap onto a low-hanging branch, is a product of millions of years of evolution. Its muscles are coiled for speed, yet its steps are ghostly, revealing the paradox of a creature designed for both power and invisibility. In these darkened forests, it reigns as an apex predator, yet it exists almost entirely unseen, a shadow among shadows. The panther's ecological role extends far beyond hunting. By regulating populations of deer, wild pigs, and smaller mammals, it prevents overgrazing and maintains forest diversity. In controlling mesopredator numbers, it ensures smaller species can survive, indirectly supporting birds, amphibians, and insects that contribute to the forest's complex web of life. Every kill, every movement through the underbrush, affects countless other lives, weaving the panther into the tapestry of the ecosystem. Despite its power, survival is never guaranteed. Habitat fragmentation remains a critical threat. Expanding agriculture, roads, and urban development carve the once continuous forest into isolated patches. These breaks not only reduce available prey but also restrict movement, making territories smaller and interactions between individuals less frequent. Reduced genetic flow can increase vulnerability to disease and decrease adaptability to environmental change. Climate change adds further uncertainty. Shifts in rainfall patterns and temperature can alter prey distribution and forest composition. Panthers may need to travel longer distances to find sufficient food or adapt to changing hunting conditions. Their survival is intimately tied to the health of their habitats, making conservation efforts essential not only for the species itself but for the broader ecological network it sustains. Culturally, panthers have long captured human imagination. Folklore in Africa, Asia, and the Americas portrays them as symbols of stealth, power, and mystery. Their rare sightings fuel myths and legends, inspiring awe and respect. This reverence has played a role in modern conservation, as communities recognize the intrinsic value of protecting such a potent emblem of the wild. Modern conservation programs have achieved remarkable successes. Protected areas, anti-poaching patrols, and ecological corridors help maintain viable populations. Camera traps and GPS tracking allow scientists to study behavior without disturbing natural activities. Breeding programs, while challenging due to the panther's solitary nature, provide insight into reproductive behaviors and genetic diversity. The panther's survival is a testament to resilience. In regions where forests remain intact and prey is abundant, these animals thrive, maintaining territories, hunting efficiently, and reproducing with the quiet rhythm of nature. Cubs learn essential skills from their mothers: stealth, climbing, patience, and precision. Eventually, they disperse to establish their own territories, continuing the cycle of life and predation that has sustained panther populations for millennia. In the twilight hours, the panther navigates its forest kingdom with unmatched mastery. The dense canopy overhead filters pale moonlight onto the forest floor, creating patches of silver that shift with the wind. Its coat absorbs shadow, rendering it almost invisible. Each step is silent, each pause deliberate. In this moment, it is more than a predator, it is the living embodiment of balance in a complex ecosystem. Panthers are more than just solitary hunters, they are vital actors in maintaining biodiversity, unseen architects of the forest's equilibrium. They link generations, guide ecological processes, and embody the intricate connection between species and habitat. Their lives are fragile yet enduring, hidden yet influential, solitary yet integral to the survival of the ecosystems they inhabit. The shadow of the panther moves through the forest, as it has for millions of years, a living reminder of the delicate interplay between life, evolution, and environment. Every night, in silence, it hunts, observes, and survives, a symbol of the wild that persists despite human encroachment. Protecting the panther is, in essence, protecting the forest itself, ensuring that future generations will continue to witness the quiet majesty of this ultimate shadow predator. And so, as dawn slowly illuminates the treetops and the mist drifts across river valleys, the panther retreats to its resting place, ready to rise again with the falling night. Its story is timeless, a narrative of survival, adaptation, and the unbroken thread of life that winds through the heart of the world's forests, ever reminding us of the power and mystery that reside in nature's hidden corners.